Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 1st of July. I want to pose a question. Do you see yourself as being quite blunt? Because, of course, Scorpios have a reputation of being almost quite guarded, wary, sometimes secretive. But in fact, over the last few years, I think it's likely that you have been finding your voice more as Pluto has been giving you more confidence, and Pluto is your co-ruler. And that's been the confidence to say what you're thinking and not be so worried about how this pans out, the reverberations from it. But if you do that this week, you could find yourself in quite a hot spot because Pluto is going to be clashing with the Sun, and you may encounter somebody who feels just as equally strongly about their point of view. And before you know it, you could be having one big clash. And this is given even more significance because Uranus is in the middle of these two, creating quite a lot of nervous energy. And even if you do feel passionately that you're in the right, if you do get involved in a dispute, it could leave you feeling absolutely shredded. So you need to consider the arguments that are worth going for, the ones that are worth walking by. So just be aware of that. However, if you are trying to transform your thinking about life and the way in which you approach things, the way you interact with people, absorb information, this can be a critical time. It's just it may be an unsettling time, a time when you're evolving. And with Mercury twisting backwards, of course, it is possible that if you're traveling or you're trying to arrange for the distribution of an item, it could get bogged down, or your journey may get ensnared in some kind of industrial dispute or all the other things that go on when Mercury is retrograde. But Mercury actually forges quite a sweet link at the start of this week with Venus, which can be good for money, especially money that's linked to overseas places, unusual opportunities. Anything where higher education is involved too, training, stuff like this. So just be open to all of that. Later in the week, it's Venus's turn to have a relationship with Uranus, a good relationship at that. And this is saying to you, when it comes to your financial situation, continue to be very open-minded. So really, the thing that hangs over this week is the potential for you to get caught up in something that you become so hugely dogmatic about that it really does put you and someone at the opposite ends of the settee in a way which is not helpful. So you need to try and keep the lines of communication open. And 9/10 of communication is actually listening. It's only when people don't listen to us that we become really frustrated. And at the very end of this week, Saturn, which of course is asking you to really simplify your life, get along on a lot less, and perhaps become much more aware of the limitations in some respects of your situation. It's not a very easy transition. Well, that starts to go forwards after a 5.5 month backward journey. And I do feel that that can just ease the pressure a little bit for you. And if you have been feeling low in energy, I feel this will be a good thing for you too. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.